Hey guys, I'm DK White, and today's video is going to be about this guitar right here. It's a Jay Turser Les Paul copy, Chinese made. I've done some modifications to it since I've had it for about a year and a half. Found it at a pawn shop, got a really good deal on it. These things can go for over $200 on Reverb. I managed to get it for $100. And for a cheap Chinese Les Paul copy, it's actually pretty good. I played this on a lot of recordings, played it with my old band White Rider. So I'm going to kind of restore this guitar today. I'm going to bring it back to its original spec, but I do have new pickups for it. The Seymour Duncan Hot Rod set. It's a JB in the bridge, Jazz in the neck. And I also got a couple coil splits wired in here, which I originally wasn't going to do. I actually attempted a Jimmy Page wiring mod on this, but it failed. The guitar was unplayable for the past few months. That's why I'm coming back to it, trying to bring it back to working condition, which for the most part it did succeed. So I got the coil splits in here, but I don't have the phase reversal or the series parallel switch on here. So without further ado, I'm going to switch over to my workstation and show you the process I went through to do the modifications on this. So first I'm just going to get these pots wired up as much as I can before I start doing the cavity work. I'm going to get these wires out of the way here. So I already got the grounds connected on the volume pots. So I'm actually going to have to, according to the wiring diagram, the way that I'm connecting the grounds is I start from the bridge volume pot, and I connect that to the bridge tone, to the neck tone, and then to the neck volume pot. So this is going to have to be disconnected from here. I'm just going to warm up my soldering iron here and get going on this. Alright, so after looking at the wiring diagram, I'm actually going to connect these two pots together, again, the grounds, because the original feeds on the Les Paul wiring of this Jay Turser, I think it's a Japanese wiring. I'm not sure what kind of wire you want to call this, but they have the ground and the hot in this insulated wire here. So having to feed the ground over to one pot and then this over to the volume pot, obviously there's not enough cable here. I'd have to split this up even more. So in order to avoid splitting this up even more, I'm just going to wire it with two volume pot grounds connected, and then each tone pot ground connected to the corresponding volume pot. That way all the grounds are connected. Not exactly like the diagram says, but it'll make more sense in the context of the wiring. That way I don't have to use as much extra wire here. So I got these all connected, both grounds are connected. So from here I'm going to take these pots and connect the grounds and the feeds that I need to connect to those on here. Alright, so I just connected all the solders here. So now I'm just going to shield this one wire, and then I'm going to get going to connecting all the other connections here. Okay, so those are all connected. Got all the grounds connected, and I got the hot feeds coming off of my tone pots connected to my volume pots. So from here, so those are all connected to the grounds. So all the connections are done on the tone pots. Only thing that I'm going to wire to the tone pot once I get this all in here is I'm going to connect the bridge ground to one of the pots, just so it's grounded. All the grounds are connected, so I'm good on that front. And then the only other connections I need to make are from the pickup selector and the pickups. So I'm going to fast forward the process here. I'm just going to get these all put in here, screwed in and everything. And then I'm going to get going on soldering everything else in. Alright, so change of plans, guys. I have all the push-pull pots in here right now for the volume and tone coil splits, because the original pots I had, shafts were too short, I couldn't install them. So I already got all the connections changed out for those. Now I just need to hook up the pickups, pickup selector, and then I'll do the input jack for it as well. Alright, so kind of got the work finished here. I didn't document the rest of it because I just had some things going on. I wasn't able to finish the footage of it, but I did finish modifying. I got the coil splits wired in. And it's all wired. The only thing that happened on it that I was hoping didn't is, since we're on lockdown right now, I wasn't able to get new components, so I had to use the components I already had, which is why I ended up using push-pull pots rather than regular pots, because I didn't have any correct shaft length regular pots, and I obviously can't really order them in quickly with everything being slowed down right now. So I worked with the pots I had that were in this when I did the Jimmy Page wiring mod. Those pots are slightly burnt out, so there is a little noise. When I roll off the volume on the pots, it's gonna start being a little more noisy when I roll it off because it lets more of the noise through. I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's something I'll revisit at a later date and get new pots in here, finish up the wiring. But for now, it is playable. Everything works. All the switches do what they're supposed to do. The pickup selector works perfectly fine. So now I'm just going to kind of go through this guitar, show you the tones it's capable of right now. I'm going to show you, actually, I'm playing a Line 6 Spider right over here. And it's a cheap, solid-state digital amp. And these pickups, combined with that, you'd think that through a digital amp, when you roll off the volume, it wouldn't clean up. These pickups clean up even on a digital amp. So I'm going to show you that and all the push-pulls and all that, and give you the single coil tones, bridge tones, in-between positions, all that. So here we go. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the sounds of this guitar. I'm pretty impressed what I was able to do. Got a new soldering iron, got a new workstation set up, and it just, kind of with quarantine and everything going on, it's just a project I wanted to get done for a while, and got a guitar that's got a lot of memories. Got a lot of memories playing this guitar on some recordings, playing it with my band and everything, and it good to have it back. I'm hoping to use it on some future recordings. Got my EP out on this Friday. Should be out around noon Eastern Standard Time this Friday, the 24th. And hopefully in the future, it wasn't on this EP because obviously I just modified it this week. But in the future, in my singles, on my EPs in the future, hopefully this guitar will be on it. So thanks for watching today. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to know when I'm publishing new videos and going live. I'll be going live this Friday around 11 p.m. I believe, Eastern Standard Time, and hope to see you guys there.